Yeah, we on live.
All right. Shalom. This is the brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Bahasham,
Yahushai,
Yahushua,
Bahasham,
Bahasham,
Barakah Hakudash.
Rakatash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. In peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure unto the end. And to the few sincere Akwat out there diligently learning in silence. Shalom. And with this lesson, we're just going to go into how, the two-thirds deserve the judgment that's coming their way because they're fully invested in Babylon, and this place is going down. We can see it. It's morally bankrupt. It's economically on the verge of collapse, and World War III is right around the corner. But when you're working with Jake, Northern and Southern Kingdom in your daily life on your job, it's like we can truly see what it means when Isaiah in what it says in Isaiah chapter 6, where it says their eyes and their ears are blind to where they can't see and they're deaf to where they can't hear, because our people, they just act like nothing's going on. Oh, that's just some TikTok trend taking place, and everything's going to go on as normal. I get to go to work, my 9 to 5, eat my fast food on my break, and then go home and just do the same thing over again. And this is just going to be a continued thing. But we are quickly coming to the end of society as you know it, and you Jakes are going to go down with it. You're going to go down with your daddy Esau, and it's much deserved, because it's, when you've got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, going to work and just seeing how much of a low level we're on in society and how our people revel in it just makes you disgusted. Like, it's better for our people to be in the spirit world than to continue being a homeborn servant and a slave to Esau, Edom, and these other heathens.
Hey, can I add something to you real quick, Baba Gashaw?
Khan, you got it.
Just something quick, because you on one with right quick, brother. With somebody at my job, man, Jake. He's one of the guys that always gets to work early, at like 5 a.m. or so. But out here in the East, we've been having all these LaMarche fires and so on and so forth. So everything in that direction has been just completely traffic. If you whatever time you're waking up, you're going to be about an hour, 2 hours late. So Jake was so pissed off with missing an hour to 2 hours of work that the solution of his mind was that, man, I'm gonna wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm gonna go and sleep at the job so I could get my hours, so I could get my 14 hours or so. And I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, like, fuck it. Like, if it's a fucking traffic, I'm just gonna, go through the traffic. When I get there, I get there. But Jake's really sacrificing sleep and willing to sleep on the job just to work on time. It's a fucked up mindset of our people.
Hey, let him do it, and work himself to death and have a heart attack. And actually, we're going to start it off with that Jeremiah 2:14, because you Jakes are so invested in this society, which is quickly going down the drain, and everybody else can see it. Esau can see it. These other heathens can see it. But you Jakes, you can have a legit, intelligent conversation with the Edomite about shit that's going on in the world. But when you talk to Jake, it's fast food, VR, going to deal with some disgusted and busted chick, and then just repeating it all over from Monday to Friday. It's madness.
I got the Jeremiah.
Okay.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Point blank, period. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? And it's got question marks behind that, but shit, we see, 2/3 of our people in America fit this to a T. It's almost like a question. It's like one of those, I guess, a sarcastic question. It's like, is Israel really a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Like, it's just so bad out here, especially, the more you grow in this truth and the more you see society collapse, it just gets you just get more and more disgusted with our people out here, just seeing how much more they get invested in this system as it collapses that much more quickly. But ultimately, that's going to lead to your downfall because you're so invested in this system that when Esau pulls that switch and collapses it, you're going to do anything to get back to some semblance of normality. Get a little bit of electricity, get a little bit of internet back. And what's that mainly going to be predicated upon? You getting that C-hip, the MOTB inside your body and fully giving away whatever so-called freedoms and rights you have left, which at this point is minuscule.
Yeah, I was gonna say we seen that through this latest event of the C19. All right, the jab event, and everybody was losing their goddamn minds, getting divorced. All things went up. When I say all things, because white man keeps actual statistics on certain numbers and data, right? He's a man of numbers. So when the C19 happened, what happened? Domestic violence went up, divorce, you name it. You people can't even stay at home home by each other, man. All right, that's why you was tweaking to get outside so goddamn much. So you can be back being degenerates. All right, go ahead, Doc.
And if I could say, we always get on the Southern Kingdom in Judah because Judah's just an asshole out here. But I'm really starting to hate you fucking Northern Kingdom because here we have this society collapsing. But what do you see? The Northern Kingdom flooding across the border to come fill up these kitchen jobs, these maintenance and road work jobs to keep this society going because you also bought into that illusion. I know exactly your mindset. You're driving around in the truck packed up. You see the nice Edomite homes to go work in the neighborhoods and you think, I'm working so that I can send my kids to a good school and then they can live in these neighborhoods. That's not happening for you. And it's going to be a beautiful sight to see you Southern and you Northern Kingdom have this whole thing just explode in your faces. But I see you've been wanting to say something, Kalaya.
Yeah, I just was gonna say, man, you got brothers who, have firsthand accounts of the things that you're speaking of. All right, different brothers all over the world working with Issachar and all those northern tribes. Having conversations with them in their daily lives, and that's really what they think. This is not something that this brother is just making up in his mind. You know, we're literally witnessing these things. They believe this place is going to continue on. They believe that they can make a better life for themselves and their families. All right, they have plans to send money back, across wherever they come from to bring their family over and they live happily ever after. But we here to tell you that that's not so, man. This place is going to be is actually, all right, condemned already. All right, it just haven't gone down yet.
Con.
Okay, you got to do. I just want to say that.
Con. We'll actually go to that. We'll go jump to that Isaiah 30 verses 1-3 to the brother that has it, Papa Kashab.
God, I got it. It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It reads, Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin.
And that those rebellious children, those homeborn servants and slaves, is of course speaking you children of Israel, you tribes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't take counsel of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which we clearly see because the majority of you, take the ministry as a joke and don't take heed to the prophets, but you take counsel of your daddy, the devil, Esau, Edom. That's the covering you want because you bought into this American dream, this American nightmare, which, like we said earlier, these other heathens can see that the game is up, but it's just you jakes. It's like the worse things get here, the harder you invest to keep this system going up, which is why your fall, hey, Esau's going down in America and these other heathens, but you jakes, your fall with it is gonna be just as hard as Esau's is, and deservedly so.
God. Verse 2, right?
Con.
God. It's verse 2. It reads, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And hey, we're coming into an election year. You know, when Donald Trump was president, Jake was whining, "Oh, we need to get somebody else in there." But then when Biden got in there, Moneybag Joe, and he started, inflating the money that much more, and gas prices went up. Now you're what? You're asking for Donald Trump to come back, thinking that that's going to make anything any better. If you haven't realized at this point that Republican, Democrat voting doesn't matter, then it's just too late for you. And it's about to go into, what your negligence in believing in this system is going to ultimately bring you. Keep going up.
Verse 3, it reads, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
And you got a big shame and a big, downfall coming your way for trusting in this system. And again, deservedly so. Here, this Edomite has treated you tribes like a piece of gum under his shoe, like the most worthless shit out there, giving you the most backbreaking jobs, treating you like a second class citizen any which way he can, but still you believe in this American dream. You think that if I just work hard enough or hustle or whatever, I can get the white picket fence. I can live in the good neighborhoods or send my kids to the good schools, and maybe I'll be seen as equal. But with each year, it just gets worse and worse for you, Jakes. And at this point, as it says in Isaiah chapter 1, the whole head is sick. And to cut off that disease, if the whole head is sick, you just gotta put you to death. You just gotta get put to death. It's a cancer that's taken over the whole body, and there's no remission or any type of treatment that can heal it. But did any brothers have any precepts? Or kind.
If I could say, Kaya, you may know exactly what scripture it is, but I just wanted to speak on it. It tell you that, I believe it's in Proverbs, the blueness of a wound cleansing away evil, correct?
20 and 30.
Hey, so when you read Isaiah chapter 1 and 5, what the brother was quoting, the whole head is sick, we actually were supposed to learn from our rebelliousness. Okay, the blueness of that wound of what we are going through, that was actually supposed to turn us back as a whole, but it didn't. You see, so like it tells you in that same verse, in verse 5, it says, "Why should ye be stricken anymore?" So you literally have to just start all the way over and come back in the kingdom. You see, you got it out.
And we were, we were healed. Well, we were healed spiritually. Right. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, woke us up, and we get, beaten and bruised spiritually, in our walks. But hey, the blueness of the wound in us spiritually is healing us and making us hasten the day for this place to go down. Especially now, seeing that these prophecies are coming to pass with just a quickness that there's so many events out here you can't really cover them. And we're having the opposite effect as the 2/3 are. Abaratazah, we endure and make it to the end. As this place gets worse, they hasten to keep it going. But as this place gets worse, the hopeful elect hasten for it to get even that much worse and end that much more quickly. Like it's getting to the point to, we go to our jobs and get our daily bread, but it's just becoming less and less of a concern to us. The spirit, the prophecies, dominion, and the kingdom is becoming more of a concern. We're just, going through the motions to, make our daily bread and get through our things, but we are completely focused on what the end goal is. The downfall and destruction of this place.
The 2/3 is striving for the corruptible crown, and the 1/3 is striving for the incorruptible crown.
And what does it also say? If they strive this hard for that corruptible crown, how much more should we be striving for this incorruptible crown, especially when we can see the finish line? They're talking about the MOTB out there, the nukes, World War III, everything, begin with our apostles and elders on down, have been preaching for decades at this point. But I know you said you had something, Mama Wad.
This is Book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. And this is talking about Esau, these Edomites. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. So this is the thought that Esau had when he came into power. And even up until very recently, this devil thought that his society would continue forever. But right now, even Esau knows that this is the end. He's preparing for World War III. He's preparing for civil war in America. They have all those polls and surveys where they say America's problems can't be solved peacefully. This man is preparing for the end. But this is verse 13. It says, this their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings. Selah. So who is Esau's posterity, man? When you read John 8:44, year of your father the devil, 2/3 of our people look at Esau as daddy, massa, all right, our house sick. They actually want this scripture is talking about Esau, but it's the thought process of 2/3, man. Their inward thought is that Massa's house is going to continue forever. That's how they really feel, man.
And if somebody, just to back that up, if somebody could get me that Proverbs 11:21, because you took the words right out of my mouth when you quoted that John 8, where it said, "You are as your father the devil." Esau thinks his house is going to go on. So what? His bastard sons, the tribes, think that this place is going to go on forever. You got such a case of Stockholm syndrome that when this man his house is on fire, he's clearly going down. You just can't wrap your mind around it, and you're going to be the first ones trying to get that bucket of water, so to speak, to try to put out that fire. But as it said, as Bane said in Batman, the fire rises, and that fire is not going to be put out, and you're going to get burned up in it if you don't want to leave the house.
If I could add to you, I got the Proverbs 11:21. But if I could add to you, like I said, our people believe that, working hard and striving hard in this world to keep this kingdom going is that ultimate get back. They think that at the end of the day that, we're going to be on top because we're going to have working so hard and have all this education and so on and so forth in this world. But it's like, come on, man, you ain't doing nothing but keeping a burning building burning. The shit is going to fucking be destroyed at the end of the day. You can't keep this shit running. You know what I'm saying? But this is Proverbs 11:21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Keep going.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Hey, point blank period. Though hand join in hand, that we are the world spirit, America, the colors that don't run, we all bleed red, we all Americans, we in this together spirit. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Esau, the ultimate wicked, and his bastard sons, his baby wickeds, Jacob, the 2/3 of our people, they're going to go punished as well and be destroyed. But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. That remnant, the hopeful elect, that as these times progress, they're pulling themselves more and more out of this society. Hey, they're going to see that they're going to make it through Jacob's trouble and ultimately see that salvation and be the first fruits in the kingdom of heaven, finally being at rest. Which, what is there to go back to? The food's not real. The air's poisoned. We've got this constant cell and Wi-Fi radiation just messing with us. The relationship between men and women, if you can call it that anymore, is just that's insane.
Out of control.
Out of control. And if I could say real quick, one of the brothers posted that one of those people at the WEF said we're going to take away the rights of parents to teach their children the way they want to be taught, the way they want them to be taught. The government is going to teach your children, and if you don't agree with the freakism out here, they're going to take your children away from you. They're going to deem you an unfit parent. That's what would happen if the society was allowed to progress, as it says in Matthew chapter 24, and except those days should be shortened, no flesh would be saved. But you got it, Amawad.
Yeah, you had mentioned this term Stockholm syndrome. I just wanted to read it. The definition: Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People develop positive feelings toward their captors or abusers over time. This condition applies to situations including child abuse, coach athlete abuse, relationship abuse, and sex trafficking. But it also applies to who? To Jake. We're robbed and spoiled, and 2/3 of our people look to this man as being really their lover, their dad. They just have an unhealthy uh, relationship with E. And real quick, this is Isaiah 51:12. It says, I, even I, am he that comforted you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? Right. So the Most High is saying you're not supposed to fear man, you're supposed to fear him. It says, and forgettest Yahweh thy maker, that have stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed. That's how you're supposed to be when you're a captive, man. You're supposed to hasten to be free. But 2/3 hasten to get back to quote unquote normal, bringing America back. Just bugged out. You got it, Kalai.
Get back to work. Shit.
Yeah.
Kind.
Hey, we, me and the brother work with some fucking Hondurans, man. And all of them niggas just be rushing all day. Like fucking 6 in the morning, you rushing like it's 5 o'clock and you're trying to go home. Like, but that's them. They kiss the white man's ass, man. A lot of you niggas, you coons and you spicks, you Uncle Tomahawks, you just the Lord gonna jack your ass up, man. Y'all really just coons by default. All right. The white man can't do no wrong. All right. You niggas sit up there and you pray with him. And we be watching this shit, man. Just have a prayer. You got the one guy, he's on his tippy toes praying. You look around, look at you. Like, me and the brother look like, what the fuck is going on, man? And it's still dark outside. Niggas praying. You see you goddamn Northern Kingdom. You just moving your mouth with your eyes closed. Your eyebrows doing this. Your eyelids is doing this closed while you praying. And you praying, and like I say, every time with you niggas, guess who pop into play? White Jesus, man. That nigga is cemented in your head. When you pray, you think of a fucking white man. And I know I can see the white man in your nigga's head. I'm looking at him like, Caesar, look, you just see Caesar. All right? And this shit's ridiculous, man. Even some of you niggas is on the job, you think about white Jesus, man. That's why the Lord gonna kill a lot of you niggas, man. All right, straight up. Coons, little baby coons. It don't matter. Niggas gotta go, man.
Shit, and deservedly so. Did you have any more on the wad?
No, that's it. You got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
you workplace niggas, you the worst, man. The worst place to be is at fucking work. Them niggas are a different breed of people, man. Everything is sugar coated, fake. You can't talk to a man straight up and forward. Niggas, even with Edom, man. Edom fake as hell, man. Setting up plays on you, all type of shit, man. Everybody phony. You Northern Kingdom, you be doing whole shit too, man.
Especially the Northern Kingdom. But you got a precept? You got it.
This the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. Hey, oppression should make you mad. Just backing up what the brother Amuad had brought out. You shouldn't be in no coon spirit. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason you should be just arriving to work and you already got your hard hat on in the inside of the car. That's crazy. When you think about it, think about that. That means you rode all the way from your home to the job with your hard hat on.
Jake be
That's
driving
what-
with the apron, the apron on.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. You know,
Boots tied the fuck up. I'm talking about your boots is tied extremely tight. You know, you got some niggas like even there where we work. You got some niggas ride to the job. Your shit strapped up like you're in special ed, man.
yeah.
The fucking
Here.
helmet. You can't back the truck up because nigga, you got the fucking helmet on, nigga. Take it off. You know, nigga's crazy, man. I know. Sometimes the Lord be like, look at this nigga, man. Just look at this nigga.
And you know, the Northern Kingdom got that simple fucking look on their face. Like, if you've seen it, you know what it is. Just this blank, like, just simple fucking monkey look.
Yeah, we got this one nigga. We call him Roach. He stands like Yosemite Sam. He like this all day. Well, wait, when you got else to work? Like, I got to move. If I don't be moving, I can't. He gotta work. It's like it don't matter. You just finish one thing. He's ready to go to another thing. Man, this nigga's a robot, man. You know,
a coon bot.
he got these big ass work glasses on, nose peeling, and this nigga's just ready. I'm talking about Oscar, man. I be telling him, bro, this shit is ridiculous, man. I just hate coons, man. Like I'm serious. Like I just hate a coon nigga. Like a coon just it make your blood boil, man. You know. Then you got this other nigga, his other Edomite nigga. He's a nigga too. He look like a Madden avatar that's on the sideline with the vest on, standing by the scissor lift, man. He look like one of them niggas. I just wanna. He got a punchable face too with a long neck. I just hate you people, man. You know. Go ahead, brother.
Can somebody get me? Because the spirit's getting on you, Northern Kingdom, because you Northern Kingdom, just for like the last about half of this year, I've just been getting hot with you, Northern Kingdom. It's becoming y'all are equaling the Southern Kingdom in my hatred for you coons. Because somebody get me Hosea chapter 7. You can read verse 11 to 13, and somebody can also hold for me Hosea chapter 9, verse 13.
I got the Hosea.
Khan.
We said start at 11, right?
Khan 7 and 11, Baba Kashah.
This Hosea chapter 7, verse 11. It says, Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria.
And we know that Ephraim, is a head tribe of the Northern Kingdom. So, this is talking about it can be talking about, so-called Puerto Ricans who are the Ephraimites, but you Northern Kingdom as a whole, because you all come in that silly dove spirit. We see you on the job doing the most for nothing. And then what? Monday through Friday, you're breaking.
That's all the niggas say. It's okay. Go ahead, bro. I'm just zoned. Yeah, I don't know. Spirit is on you, Northern Kingdom, like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, like you, and then you got the audacity, when you gotta. At least with me, I bring things to different locations, like delivery and stuff. And then when I come around you, Northern Kingdom, like when I'm moving around you look at me like I got 10 fucking heads because you got that hatred for the Southern Kingdom. But here you are, you're working, getting paid under the table. You could get deported at any fucking moment. But if Esau wanted you to put your underwear on his head, if Esau wanted you to put his underwear on your head, you would do it without a heartbeat, And then so here you are working Monday to Friday, breaking your back, and then on Saturday we see you at the park, we see you out in public with your family, just flying a kite, riding on a scooter, throwing the ball back and forth with each other, eating some, drinking some Jalisco's, whatever the hell y'all drink, just looking like a silly dove out here.
Real quick. This nigga, this the worst type. This the worst type right there. You can't trust a Northern King with a mustache that fucking big. All right. He the nigga that got he the nigga right there that come to work with the soccer cleats in the car. All right. And on break, he ready to play with the ball. This nigga the worst nigga right here, man. All right, and he will tell on you too.
Oh yeah. He got that Dirty Sanchez. I would say put in Dirty Sanchez in Google Images, but some wild shit might come up. If you put
Oh,
that.
I know, but yeah, I won't put that in there, man. You know, we'll be getting a call. All right,
But it
we'll
says,
be getting a call.
but it says Ephraim is a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt. They go to Assyria, and we know
Yeah.
that speak. Oh,
No, go ahead, go ahead. You know, I'm feeling kind of raw with the Northern Kingdom. Go ahead, brother.
That spiritual Egypt and Assyria, that's going down to America for help, thinking that this is the land of opportunity. We come across the border from a goddamn war zone in our country due to the drug trade, which the U.S. government is funding. They're funding, you know, all these groups in your country to, you know, get all these drugs into this country to keep these people doped out. So you think you're coming into America to find a better life, but what's that saying? You're jumping out of the pot into the fire. You're coming into a much worse situation.
They chasing the dragon, not.
And then we're going to a lot of the you know, the Southern Kingdom, you know, through other past situations. You come over here with the hatred for Judah, man, for no reason. All right, a lot of this information has been passed down through the so-called white man. All right, I told you, oh, niggas are lazy. Niggas, you got Jake that outwork you though, man. All right, you got a lot of Northern Kingdom women. You hate the so-called black woman for no reason too. All right, and you talk your shit. You know, you do little shit with them little silver teeth in your mouth, smelling like Fabuloso. All right, you ain't right either, man. You be doing some slick shit, man, and talking shit all goddamn day. All right, and even the men, you don't like a so, and they all say little funny ass shit too, man. And then when you know a little Spanish, you call them on their shit and looking crazy. Hey man, what you just said? Oh no, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I know what that mean, man. You know, that's why the Lord gonna kill a lot of that shit too, man. A lot of that hatred that you got for Judah, all right. A lot of the hatred that you got for really the Southern Kingdom, man. The Lord gonna kill a lot of that spirit in you, man. Which He's doing it now because the Lord brought the tribe together. Ain't that envy no more. But the 2/3 of you, the Lord gonna kill that spirit in you, man. You're gonna learn. You're gonna love to learn. You're gonna love to love the so-called black man, all right? The Haitian, the so-called Jamaican man too, all right? You're gonna find out that that's your brothers. Same thing goes for you black ass niggas that hate the Northern Kingdom, man. You're gonna love to learn. You're gonna love to love them too, all right? Because you have some righteous amongst them. You know, preferably the brothers that's in the truth. You know, there's a lot of beautiful brothers, man, of the Northern Kingdom in the truth, man. All right, and then like I say, we got scumbags all over the goddamn place, though. You know, go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, we getting on the Northern Kingdom, but you know, you Southern Kingdom ain't any fucking better. Like y'all are coons and scumbags in on a spectrum. Like there's a spectrum of scumminess, and y'all are on the spectrum, but it's just degrees and categories on your scumminess and your coonness.
Yeah, but you niggas take the cake though.
Definitely.
It's none more depressing to walk in the job and you see that nigga with them suspenders on and that one pants leg up and that fucking Jesus, I love Jesus cap. I hate you niggas, man. Or that Vietnam cap and that nigga never went to war. The nigga never fought no goddamn way, man. He was a janitor in the army. Go ahead, brother.
And Jake got them. These Jakes too. You black as pitch, but you got them Coke bottle glasses and that skinny pencil mustache right here.
Yeah, you can't trust a nigga with them pinstripe mustache, man. You know. And that nigga got them bumps on his goddamn neck. On the back of his neck, you can't trust them niggas, man. They ain't right. Their name always Earl, Jesse, Walter, all right, Terrence,
Otis,
or Tyrone. You can't trust them niggas, man. All right. And the women are Felicia, Keisha, anyone with an Isha on the back of that bitch ends with an A. You can't trust them. ahead,
Miami. Fucking Miami. But you can keep reading in that Hosea Kaya, Baba Kasha.
Hosea 7 and 12. I read 11, we're going to read 12, right?
Khan.
It says, when they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the heaven. I will chastise them as their congregation had heard.
Hey, when you go down to what? Spiritual Egypt and Syria for help, the Most High is going to spread that net to trap you up. Hey, you getting caught, you know, first, the Most High is bringing a lot of y'all to America for judgment. Hey, he's bringing a lot of the Northern Kingdom here, you know, to be saved, and a lot more to be judged. That net getting casted. And like the brother was going into, you're going to learn to love the Southern Kingdom, and the Southern Kingdom is going to learn to love the Northern Kingdom, because once all hell breaks loose, this devil is going to show that hatred towards all of you tribes. It doesn't matter if you had a good Edomite neighbor or you got an Edomite spouse or on the job or anything. It's going to be every man, every tribe, every nation for himself. The coons are going to be the first casualties of this war to come.
I got a precept. It still applies to this day too, because we kind of use it in different contexts. But this applies for today too, man. This is Hosea 9 and 13. Ephraim, and that goes for the whole northern kingdoms. Ephraim, as I saw Tyre, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderers.
We're gonna bring that up after that Hosea chapter 7, but as it said, you bring your children to the murderers. And we got a modern example of that right now. You come across the border, and when ICE or a border patrol gets you, they put you into those detention centers, and a lot of your children go missing. A lot of your children go missing and get sold into sex trafficking, or get sold into to be a sacrifice to the ultimate murderer, that bloody man Esau.
Yeah.
That just is what it is. But you can read that verse 13, and I think you said you had something, Amawad.
Hosea 7 and 13, it says, woe unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me.
Hey, backing up that Isaiah chapter 30, they seek counsel, but not of me. Hey, they go down to Pharaoh for help to get the shadow of his covering. But what does it say? That shall be your shame. And as it says here, woe or destruction unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Hey, the wicked, the 2/3 of all 12 tribes are about to get that hammer of judgment dropped dead on their head. The men, the women, the children, young and old, slay utterly, as it says in Ezekiel chapter 9. But you got it, Amawad. And if any other brothers got any precepts, we'll get yours too.
This is to back up what the elder was saying, and also you as well. This is Isaiah 11 and 13. The envy also of Ephraim, and this chapter is going into Yahweh's second coming and what all comes along with Yahweh coming back. This is Isaiah 11 and 13. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
God. And hey, we're seeing that, with the elect beginning with the elect right now, that remnant, as the elder brother was going into, we got brothers, so-called Native American, so-called Latino, so-called Negro, all 12 tribes, then breaches being closed and brotherly love being shown, within the camps with those brothers. And then whenever we go out of town, brothers of the Northern and Southern Kingdom show us love, which these two bracelets I like to wear, these were given to me by an Issacharite brother in the Houston camp. His daughter made them. And, I wear them damn near every day. They mean a lot to me. And that's, that envy and that strife departing. And that gives us a glimpse of how beautiful things are going to be in the kingdom, seeing all 12 tribes finally back together, which makes us hate you fucking you wicked jakes and you coons and you sellouts that much more, seeing how things could be and should be, as that nigga Tupac said, but then seeing you jakes just continue to wallow in your Stockholm syndrome and your hatred towards one another, but your love towards your ultimate enemy, Esau, Edom.
And then another thing, like, you got a Argentina, and then you got Honduras. Y'all got hatred for each other, man. They don't like Puerto Ricans and shit. Then like over here where I stay, you got a bunch of them just moved on a goddamn block. One in particular, these niggas like they just wild and crazy. They think they didn't still in Guatemala. You got a picture of one nigga, he's laying the door open, he's laying outside and inside the house at the same time in the threshold of the door, man. All right, but then when the Dominicans move in, you don't like them. All right, you know, like I say, all that hatred, that shit gonna stop, man. All right, really the Lord gonna leave it over here in America with a lot of you. All right, your attitudes, you as a whole, that ain't gonna come in the kingdom, man. All right, that's why we always say a lot of you niggas gonna come back in Hebrew Huggins, man, and start all the way over. All right, you're gonna learn the right way of how to love each other, man. All right, you're gonna learn the right way of how to treat one another too. All right, because some of you just ain't gonna get right. All right, you just gonna continue to hate Judah. Judah gonna continue to hate you. That's why I can't stand a lot of you niggas that somewhat wake up to the truth. You make it a black thing. All right, just black power shit. All right, guess what? Them Latin tribes have a lot to play in this too. All right, they have a part in this too, man. Right? When Abraham was dealing with the Most High back then, guess what? Them Northern Kingdom had a part in that, man. All right? Same thing applies to today. When you read the book of Revelations, and it's giving you the description of the kingdom and the gates, guess what? The Northern Kingdom got a part in that. All right? They ain't say all 12 gates gonna be Judah. All right? Niggas crazy, man. Every nigga think every Israelite look like Michael Jordan, man. Just black as hell. All right? Every nigga look like Wesley Snipes. No. Which we know the Most High deals with variety, man. From the darkest brown all the way to the lightest hue of brown, man. All right? And we talking about the Most High. And then we only the elect came with the understanding of how the tribes might look today, right? And we didn't run into a planet. You got chicks or dudes, all right, with their father being Judah, whatever it may be, and they look like a whole northern. They look like another nation, man. But they're Judah. I didn't see chicks from the Philippines, all type of shit. We gotta think they was war babies, man. But they're beautiful, man. You got a lot of dudes come from different tribes, fathers are from different tribes, but they look. We always know what happens when an Israelite man gets with another nation, man. They have beautiful children, all right. But I want to get in just as we getting on them. You got to put in there too that them Northern Kingdom has a part to play in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, they have
Very big part.
Yeah.
They the other 10 tribes. Like the Northern Kingdom is larger than the Southern Kingdom. Right. And they went when you look at you had the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom on those slave ships, going to Europe and other places, out of the Americas. Their women, were abused like our women. Their children were fed to dogs like our children were. They were lynched like the Southern Kingdom was lynched. Our suffering and their suffering is comparable because, we're all Israelites that got abused under this devil. And just to back you up the point you made, within the Northern Kingdom, you got Issachar, the so-called Mexicans that hate the Hondurans or the Zebulonites. I posted a video in our chat the other night where a guy in Mexico, an Issacharite, was saying, hey, what America does to Mexico, we do to, Nicaragua and Guatemala. We don't let them come across the border. And, look at me. He was saying, look at me. He looked kind of like a Pitbull, the rapper. And he was like, that's because I got 65% Spaniard in me, which that don't mean shit. Like your dad, you can clearly tell he was a full Jacob Issacharite, but he was lighter complected. And he's saying people like me, there's colorism within, Mexico. People that look like me look down on and treat, the traditional looking Issacharites, the shorter, darker complected with the foreheads that go back, the Incas and the Maya looking Issacharites, they treat them like they treat niggas in America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they heavily offended with that shit. Like you said, backing you up, brother. If you could call any Puerto Rican, if you think they look Mexican, that's like the ultimate offense for them to even be called Issachar, right, or so on and so forth. Like the northern tribe is definitely so fucked up that they just all in their own separate ways of just being fucked up.
Yeah, because I remember one day me and the brothers at work, the dude that's from Argentina and the other dude that's from Honduras, they was starting to really get into it. We had to tell, hey man, chill out with that shit, man. Oh, your people do this and this. It was bad, man. They're pulling up videos of, all right, each other culture, doing some embarrassing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, y'all need to chill out with that shit. All right, let's change the subject, But it's just the hatred y'all have for each other, man. But nobody getting on that white boy ass though, man. So-called white man. Nobody getting on him. Nobody saying shit. Nobody doing a goddamn thing, man. All right, but y'all fucking over each other.
Guess he's the problem solver, Elder. He's the one that's gonna give you that picket fence and that American dream that you always wanted. That's why you don't go against him.
Yeah, we got, like I said, we got him at the job. One in particular, he don't, when all the rest of them jump out the car, all right, like the jump out boys and get to talking to each other and dabbing each other off. He sits in the car until the white Edomite boss gets out of his truck. That's when he get out. He goes directly shake his hand first and then shake everybody. Hey man, look at this crazy shit, man.
Sick.
That niggas is sick. Yeah, that's true.
The
but that's
whole
what
head is
goes
sick.
on. That's what goes on with you Northern King. It's no different than Judah, man. Eyes don't see no color. You niggas, man. Y'all the same goddamn way.
Hey, you don't see no color, but you quick to call a Northern Kingdom a spick and an illegal, but you don't say anything about that white boy
At all, man. We got a bunch of niggas around there too. What we got to go at with a yard? Niggas always bald head with pokey beans and a piece of rice on his lips, man. You niggas ain't right, man. Leaning shoes and shit. Fucking whatever they're supposed to be, them niggas bent up and bitches doing a 1-2 way back, man.
You look like you're walking with some soggy tissue boxes on your feet.
Yeah. Ibuprofen. Go ahead.
Could somebody get me Lamentations 4 verse 17?
I was holding that earlier.
Kind.
It's Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain hope. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us."
Hey, as for us.
I was looking for that one, boy.
Okay. But as it says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed us for our vain, and vain means nothing, insignificant help. Because when you go to this devil, that's exactly what it is. Notice that the closer Jake gets to Esau, the worse Jake's condition gets, but the better Esau's condition gets. As it says in Jeremiah, I think chapter 3 says, "Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? In doing that, you have taught the enemy to Khan. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? You have taught the enemies your ways." Jake will, come up with something like a new invention or a new song or a new dance or whatever Jake comes up with, and he goes to Esau and then give it a couple of years, and Esau acts like he invented it and gets the money and the benefits from it, while you Jakes get nothing. You go back to the hood with broken families and busted and disgusted. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Again, going down to Egypt for help, going into the shadow of Pharaoh, not seeking the counsel of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, but giving your children, giving yourselves to that murderer. Hence, why your situation only continues to get worse. And once Babylon really goes down, hey, you're going to go down just as hard with it for holding hands with the wicked.
Got it.
But
I got the one kind of going into what you're saying.
kind
This Isaiah 31:1, it says, "Woe unto them that goeth down to Egypt for help, and stay upon horses, and trusted in chariots, because they are many, and the horsemen, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, yet."
kind.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually going to close it out with that one, that verses 1-3. But hey, as it says, woe unto them that go down to Egypt, spiritual Egypt, America, for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. The U.S. military looks strong, and we've got the world reserve currency, the U.S. dollar. That's our army. This is our country, our home. And in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh, which we clearly see again by how they treat the prophets and the ministry. And it's an offense to you, Jakes, to, see the true depiction of the Messiah. Yahweh being that of a so-called dark-skinned Negro with a white woolly beard and afro, and not that Wonder Bread, that Mayo face that you have, Caesar Borgia. You get offended when you see that image we have of Caesar with those horns on. You can keep going, Akbaba Kasha.
It says, yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his word, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity.
And that ultimate evildoer being Esau. And we can see that the Most High is rising against this man and strategically dismantling every aspect of his society. But again, what did it say back in that Proverbs? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You being like your father, Esau, Edom, hey, you're evildoers as well. And you're going to be visited by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai along with Esau. Because you're joining hands with them, you're going to be punished.
It says against the help of them that work in iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their hearts are flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hornet, what it is?
Hoping
shall fall down, and they shall fail together.
Now the Egyptians, hey, the Americans, these Edomites are men and not the Most High. Hey, you're worshiping the creation more than the creator. Hey, you're fearing him that can only destroy the body more than him that can destroy the body and spirit. You look to Esau as your God, going down to your enemies for help. Hence why your situation just continues to get worse. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. All this power that Esau has comes from his blessing the sword, which he got from who? Isaac, who is who? Yahweh. So if you can give a blessing, you can take it away just as easily, which is exactly what Yahweh, your savior, is coming to do, which a lot of you Jakes are going to try to fight against Yahweh when you're in that U.S. military over in the Valley of Jehoshaphat during World War III, and you're going to get exactly what you deserve, just like you Jakes over in America trying to hold this society up. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together. Those that are, built the society, and those that are fighting tooth and nail to uphold it and be a part of it, everybody's going to fall down and be destroyed. Only the elect of the nation of Israel is making it out of Babylon. Everybody else is going to be that fat and that fuel for that nuclear fire when this place gets hit during World War III.
I got you some.
Kind of. Yeah, that's all I had. So any brothers that have any precepts, y'all bring them out and break them down.
This Lamentation 5 and 6 It says, we have given a hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
Oh, you got it out.
Yeah, so your bread is what sustain you and nourish you. And when you read in Lamentations, this Lamentations mourning and woe. At the time of when this was written, our people was under heavy persecution, man, from our enemies, which we are today. All right, we're on the staff of the rule. They pay us. All right, we get our bread from our enemies, and we just in a position of poverty. All right, and they pay us pennies on a dollar, man. And our people love it. A lot of the northern tribes, our people, Jake kind of fight back, but Jake got all kind of fucking charges and different things like that. Jake have the heart to ask for the bread or the money, but he's not in position to get it. He don't, like, his hand is in the neck of the enemies to get it, but he just can't get it. But northern tribes, they'll work for anything, man. All right, they'll work 16 hours for probably like $10 an hour, man. Labor, hard labor. All right, and just send it home, and they be satisfied with it. All right, they, like you say, Jake at least have that ruling class mentality, but it's hard for Jake. Jake got the curses too, man. But it says, servants have ruled over us. Verse 8. There is none that do deliver us out of their hand. So we still under the curses and we still have to work. Like it said in Haggai 1:6, we sow much, but bring in little, man. All right, it's like we have a bag with holes in it. So we just under persecution, man, especially from a working standpoint. All right, you got it, bro.
God, I saw you had something, Kabar.
Is 2nd Ezra 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
You got it out.
Yeah, that's the conclusion of this video. A destruction means a woe means a destruction upon this place. Everybody that loves this place, man, it'll be burnt up with it.
Kind of, if you keep going down, it says, well, one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. As the elder brother always goes into, you tribes are going to lock horns with Esau, and it's about to be every man for himself out here. And that sword goes into that gun and whatever else people are going to get their hands on. It also goes into a man shall desire to go into a city but not be able, martial law, lockdowns, and what they shall not regard their kings or princes, and sedition among men, people fighting against the government as well. It's about to be an all-out brawl and free-for-all. And the only people that are going to make it through it are what? That remnant, the elect, that are diligently hastening for the downfall of this society, because we know that the kingdom comes next, our rest, where all 12 tribes are going to finally be at peace. And if you want anything else besides that, hey, you deserve everything that's coming your way. Hey, him that helpeth shall fall, and him that hopeth shall fall, and they shall all fail together, because you went down to Egypt for help. But did any brothers have any other points they wanted to make?
Lord,
I got
God.
you had brought it came back around. I was gonna leave it, but I get it real quick. It's book of Sirach, chapter 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his trust had not been altogether, his rust had not been altogether wiped away. And just backing up, the scripture that you had brought out a little earlier, those that go down to Egypt for help, they trust in Egypt, they trust in Esau, Edom, okay, they trust in the devices of this world. All right, and like the brother Kabal just read, hey, woe unto them. All right, woe unto them that want to continue here. Scriptures tell you that we have no continuous city here, but we look for one to come. All right, so what's the point in investing, yourself into this place, all right, as if you was gonna stay, as if this place is gonna stay afloat, But that's all I got.
Any brothers have any points they want to make?
No, that was it.
Hey, so with that, we hope you sincere Akim and Aqua of the southern and the northern kingdom were edified by this lesson. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Barakahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Ababa Ball,
Ball.
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwame Asharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.